Hey, what's up? You're going to be a fly on the wall for the next training I'm about to do for our internal team for how we manage affiliates, how I look through affiliates, how I look through partnerships, and building out the infrastructure as far as trying to get more partners in this new year of 2025 to accelerate our growth. For context, last year we spent over $1 million on marketing just in paid advertisement, and we did a couple $1 million with that. Now, what we're trying to do this year is we're trying to increase marketing spend and do more ads. Yes, that's number one. Number two, we want to develop relationships outside of just paid advertisement. We're trying to kind of expand the scope of how many acquisitions or ways that we can get new business, new eyeballs onto our service line or the things that we promote. And so I'm going to kind of just put this out there. My goal is to double or triple how much we spend in marketing, and it's not directly correlated to paid advertisement, meaning one aspect of marketing could be paid advertisement. The second aspect that we're thinking through for 2025 is affiliate marketing. And so when it comes to affiliate marketing, that could be affiliate payouts, right? So we pay the affiliates, and that could be part of the marketing spend. So if I want to spend $3 million in ads this year, I could distribute it as far as like making the distribution. I could say, I want to spend at least 1.5 million on advertisement because I still see that to be on paid ads being our number one thing to acquire customers. Secondary to that, I want to build up a affiliate network that we can pay our affiliates, and hopefully if we can pay out affiliates to the tune of, I don't know, 100, 200,000, 300,000 maybe this year, if we find the process that works very well, very quickly, then we can accelerate that growth, and hopefully we can get to a closer number to like $1 million in affiliate commissions we pay out. So that's another marketing expense, right? But it's an investment, and they bring us customers, right? And then the third tier that I'm thinking through to expand our, I guess you can say reach or expand our message to the world would be content, right? Which would be like David could do more content, pay for more content machine, stuff like that, organic stuff. And as a result, combined, they spend $3 million. A distribution goes to paid ads, a distribution goes to affiliates, and then the distribution can go to content. And then thinking even further than this I'm thinking maybe PR, like press releases, things like that. Like we can start putting budgets into that. Other things like kind of deep network stuff. But anyway, so long story short, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my thoughts and some of the systems and some of the infrastructure I think through so that when we are creating this machine, because it is a machine, for affiliates, how do I think through it? What am I thinking about? How do I try to make this happen in a systematic, repeatable way so that it's scalable and it's not something that gets boggled down in the details? I want to paint the big picture for our team. If you're a team watching this, I want to paint the big picture for you, but also tactically bring you into the speed of like, this is the barriers we try to fall within. If we fall within these numbers or we fall within this framework, then we will be good, right? And so frameworks, I heard Brendon Burchard say, frameworks save you. And I truly believe that because the tactics will always change, but the framework will save you when things need to, obviously go there. So let's talk. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. And I'm going to share my screen and show you kind of what I'm thinking through. Okay, so let's talk about some affiliate stuff. Overview. All right. And why affiliates are one of the best traffic sources. Here's why. They're super scalable. They're extremely scalable. Bullet, obviously you can control 100% of your margins, meaning I can literally go to an affiliate and say, I will give you 100% of this particular thing to get them into our network. I can give you 10%. I can give you 5%. I can do whatever I want with profits as far as the margins are concerned. Whereas paid advertisement, I can't. I give them the money, they guarantee the reach, but they don't guarantee the conversion, right? In this case, it almost guarantees the conversion because you're getting paid on a commission, essentially. That they're just paid on commissions, right? And so you never have to worry if you're profitable or not. You just worry, how much volume you're going to be pushed. Other people spent years, right? This is why affiliates have spent years and millions of dollars building up their audiences and lists. And then you use their audience for free and then pay you if, right? If not pay them before, but you could pay them if they make you money. That's what kind of what an affiliate is. Imagine only having a page Facebook if you made money, right? That'd be amazing. You leverage their trust that they've already built. Really, affiliates or partners, in this case, whatever you want to call it, it's really just leveraging the trust bridge, I call it, and trying to get the closest to you as possible. Meaning, make the bridge between you and the end result that the client's trying to get. The bridge to that right there, as small as possible. The further apart it gets, the harder the prospect has to climb. And hopefully with these videos, you know, obviously your trust bridge is increasing and you're like, oh man, his stuff is actually pretty good. Incentives are aligned, right? So if you talk to enough people, it's impossible not to land affiliates in this case. So in this case, to get affiliates, there's Alex Hormozi puts it really good in his book, $100 Million Leads. And he says there's 4 ways to get new customers, right? And the affiliates is getting affiliates is the same way. Number 1, cold outreach. Number 2, warm outreach. Number 3, posting content. Number 4, paid advertisement. How can you use this? I can literally cold email right now some prospects that I think have the audience that I want, and I could just email them. That's cool. I could post on my social media and say, who do I know that has a list of 10,000 emails that I can send an offer into that list and you guys get a commission off of it, right? That's warm. Or that's actually posting content. I can actually talk to our current network of clients and just say, hey guys, we're looking to get more people like you. Who do you follow that you trust that if we collaborated with them, you would be happy about? And then they will give us some names, right? And then we can run advertisement. Literally, we can just go into like affiliate networks and just pay for promotion. We could pay them to get the eyeballs. And so this is a really, really cool thing. And, you know, it's amazing. So Dean and Tony, if you guys know, and you've been following my channel for some time or following my process here, Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins did a $60 million launch with affiliates. Okay, they did a $60 million launch. Now, granted, they had 1,000 plus big affiliates. I think Alex Hormozi had like 10,000 affiliates, and he got like 500,000 books sold or something like that. I don't remember the number, but Alex Hormozi did the same thing. Single affiliates can drive consistent traffic for years. And when you land a client, usually when you land a client, you have to pay for the next one. But if you land one good affiliate, they promote you forever. And so this is kind of just prefacing you to understand why affiliates versus anything else. Now, again, if you're doing something else, don't change your idea to come and do this. This is right here is only for affiliates, you know, if you're really going down this path. Okay, now, this second section, if you will, then people, once you understand, okay, there's a powerful network in trust. I get it, 100%. I got it. Then people ask, well, where do I find these people? Okay, well, you have to understand anyone with a list and an audience is a potential affiliate, even if they've never promoted anyone before. Reason being, right now, my mom can be affiliate if she wants to, right? But obviously that's not the case. But if I give her a link and I tell her, hey, just tell someone about this, and if they sign up, I'll give you a little kickback. That's cool. Just make sure they fill out this form, or make sure you fill out this form. So if they come through, I can credit it to you. Okay. And so that's really what you can do. But we'll get a little more tactical here as far as where to find affiliates, because for our particular business, I'm talking to our team right now. For our particular business, finding affiliates isn't that hard. In fact, and the AI makes it a lot easier. So I'll just kind of like jump out real quick and then jump back in. So I'll show you kind of one way to find affiliates. Well, one thing that you can do is look up in this case, we help CPAs and EAs, and we help accounting firms and tax prep companies grow through tax planning. And so we're like, okay, so which events do they go to? Because typically we just want to get in front of their network. And so if they're paying to get people to an event, typically they're not afraid to pay for money. So they understand the concept, right? And so I'm looking at this one right now, NATP, to see if we can maybe potentially be a person here for them, right? And so usually what I'm like, okay, 1,000 people projected to be in there. Okay, got it. So they know who they're talking to. They're talking to the sponsors, right? The people that actually want to go there and give money to try to get something back, right? And so if I'm thinking, okay, 1,000 people, I just do my numbers because I know our numbers. I say, okay, if 1,000 people, out of 1,000 people, we'll get 28% of them to give us $1,000. Okay, so that's 280 times 997. That's about $208,000. Okay, $20,000, whatever the cost is, right? I just start doing the cost basis on this, right? And then what I do here is I just look at the, the attendees. I start looking at some of these things. I'm like, okay, all right, perfect. I think these are good people. So if these are good people, then let's start thinking about doing this, right? And so what you could do, or in this case, what I could do to find affiliates, I go to these things and I do this one, and this one leads me to the next one, and then that one leads me to the next one, right? You can go down this rabbit hole. But let's assume here, and the first thing I do is do that. The second thing I do is I just do a little research here. Call for speakers, blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. Um, let's go back. I just do a little digging here to find some information. What am I trying to look for? I'm trying to look for who the other people that are purchasing, right? I'm trying to find other people that are advertising on this thing, right? I don't remember where I found it, but I found the page when I was looking through a 2024 recap. So I looked here, and then I look at this, and then I look at 2024 Expo Hall. Okay. The Expo Hall is exhibitors. I know that exhibitors paid to be there. So I look at these people and I'm like, who's this person? Okay, got it. This is target number 2, target number 3, target number 4, target number 5, target number 6, target number 7. And then I just create an email or create an introduction. I say, hey, this is who we are. This is what we do. We're looking to partner with more people like you. I know that you're going to be at the tech symposium, and so are we. Maybe there's some crossover between our networks, and maybe we can serve our clients in a better way or in a higher execution, right? And so I do that over and over and over. And the more people I find here, the better it is for me, because I'm like, interesting. Okay, got it. I know who our colleagues could be, right? Meaning I could pay these people and um, they can, maybe they'll pay to promote. Maybe I can pay to promote. And we'll talk about that now in a second, but you see this thing here and it's like, oh, wow. Okay. Got it. I know what to do, right? I know I found the people. I found the people. So typically it's like you find the person that finds the people. So I found good affiliates, right? I found them based on one find. I find the first person, and then the first person finds me the next people. And you just go down this rabbit hole over and over and over and list them out, right? And so how do you win with affiliates, right? How do you know if an affiliate is productive? So this is the equation that I found. I don't remember who showed me this. Someone showed me this. They actually worked with Dean and Tony's company, and they showed me this, and I was like, this is what I've been looking for. I don't remember. If I ever find out who it was, I'll give them credit, but I just don't remember. Um, the equation is like this: the number of affiliates, meaning if I have 100 affiliates, times the size of the affiliate times the frequency that they push equals the total amount of affiliate traffic. So for an example, if I have 20 affiliates, we'll just do some simple math. If I find 20 affiliates times each one of them has a $10,000, a 10,000 person email list. So I'll put 10,000 here. Well, okay, cool. I have 2,000 opportunities. Let's say that they all on average push to their list 3 times. So I have 600,000 opportunities here to get affiliate traffic, right? Now, again, it all trickles down, like that's a big number. Yeah, we have open rate. Yeah, we have click-through rate. Yeah, but you want to know what the potential eyeballs will look like, right? And so you do the math that way. And I thought this was amazing. So number 1 is the number of affiliates. The number of reach outs, meaning if I reach out to 20 potential affiliates per day, I talk to 5 of them, right? And it just goes down the basis of like numbers. Okay, find 20 affiliates per day. I find affiliates. I reach out to affiliates. I get affiliates to yes, then I get affiliates to promote to sign agreement signed, get them to promote, right? So it's the same type of process as it is to get customers to get affiliates. And so the more enticing it is to promote your offer, meaning it's always the offer, right? So if I go to an affiliate and I say, hey, I give you 100% of my commission, 100% of your front end commissions to work with me. Some people are lazy and they say, well, just give them 10% because we want to do some cost basis and we want to, this and this and that. No, that's not how you're going to win with them. You give more than enough and you let them feel like they're taking advantage of you. When in reality, when you have your numbers dialed in, it's just a math equation. For example, we have an offer that sells for $1,000 right now. And if you're a tax professional, same thing. And you're a tax planner, if you follow our process and you do a tax assessment, well, okay, so how much does it cost you to get someone to buy a tax assessment? So if it costs you $1,500 to get a tax assessment sold, I'm just giving you the scenario here to understand. If it costs you $2,500 to get a tax assessment sold and you sell it for $3,500, how much did you make? I'll help you with the easy ones. 3,500 minus 2,500. Okay, you made $1,000. Cool. But if I go and I have to pay advertising, meaning I have to pay Facebook, Google, Instagram, all those things, I have to pay that to get the customer and I make $1,000. Why can't I just go to a big affiliate and say, hey, I will pay you $1,000. I'm sorry, I'll pay you $2,500 for every person that comes and pays with me. What the heck? 100% of the front end cash? I know it's aggressive, but this is why we will win as far as affiliate partnerships and others will lose because they're afraid to give more away because they think that, oh, well, I have to maintain my profitability. Well, if you don't you don't have people, you don't have profits. So, which one comes first? People or profits? Typically it's going to come people first, then profits, right? And I know that's contrary to most people's beliefs, but I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. And that's how I think through this, so that I want yeses in the beginning. I want to build the opportunity with the right partners and give them more than what's required. And I will make up the back end when it comes to sales. We did this with a potential partner and they made a ton of money. They made like their first launch, they made like $25,000. And, they were ecstatic. They loved it. So therefore, they're doing it again with us, right? And that's how you get an LTV on an affiliate. You give them more than enough and they get a great response from it, and therefore they want to do it again. And they didn't have to do any fulfillment, nothing, right? They just had to tell people about it, and people came and we did our thing and they did their thing, and boom, everybody's happy. The clients are paying, they're happy. The clients are with us, they love her, they love them, right? And so that's kind of how this works. If your offer sucks, Mac, hey, I'm gonna give you 10% of $100. Like, that's $10. Nobody gets excited about $10. you know? So the more enticing your offer is, the better you're gonna get more people to say yes to it. So if you want more affiliates, make the offer better. Kind of like this person willing to pay the affiliates most wins. Kind of like ads, right? Whoever pays the most wins. Whoever can afford the most can win. Whoever can, do that. Anyways, the number of affiliates is determined by how many you talk to and then the offer that you make. So if you make more offers, you reach out to more people, just by sheer volume, you will have more than enough. Okay, the size of affiliates. But let's say, for an example, if I landed a Dave Ramsey, for an example, I know Dave Ramsey, if his introduction will into like the tats industry would propel us into the stratosphere. I know that, right? So why am I not spending disproportionate amount of time going for Dave Ramsey whereas I'm going after these little small fish here and there. Reason being, I'll be transparent, is because we're not confident in what we do. And if we bring it to Dave Ramsey right now, he'd probably be like, you guys suck. Right. And that's I totally, I'm with him on that. So it's more of about us thing than it is about him. Okay. But one high ticket affiliate or one big affiliate can really just move the needle for us. Like we had a Mark Kohler promote for us in the beginning, and we had the majority of our people come from Mark Kohler in the beginning, right? And that helped kicked us off and help us get kind of propelled into the momentum that we needed, and that was helpful. That was super helpful. Um, and that's the size of affiliates. Frequency. Now the goal is to get the list of your affiliates to promote regularly so you can build a stable base or recurring traffic. Okay? Evergreen affiliates, meaning people that promote you consistently, is better than, stronger than one-time affiliates. If someone just promotes you the first time and they never promote you again, it's not as good as someone that can promote you forever. And how do you get someone to promote you forever? Well, you give them a great offer and you deliver to their clients. Simple. It's the same thing as if you're going to actually deliver to our clients. You got to give a good experience. You got to give a good result. You got to give a good deliverable. It's not just some lazy, I just put it out there. We're good. We're better than everybody else. Like they should come to us. Like it's none of that. It's actually the opposite. We have to always know that we're here to serve the people, right? And so evergreen affiliates consistently promote you, whether that's once a week, once a month, once a quarter. Like for an example, in this particular partnership I'm referring to, they're thinking about promoting us once a quarter, which that's cool. If they made 25,000, they make an extra $100,000 a year with us. That's amazing. And we make, whatever we make on the back end. They can attach us to their website. So if they have a lot of people coming to their website and they attach our links to their website, boom, we just consistently get evergreen affiliates come through, right? Or in their fulfillment. For an example, if we have a process that they don't have, we can be complementary and we can just put it into their fulfillment, and then every time they go through that process, then we just come in the back end and we fulfill our end of the bargain, and it gives value to their clients, and we give value in exchange for obviously them coming to us. Like it's a win-win-win, always win-win-win. Think about that. Never think, how can I screw these people over? Never. That's the worst way to think through things. How can I get more than they get? No, that's dumb. It's always going to be, how can I give them more? And as a result, I will get more. It's the old Zig Ziglar quote. If you give people what they want, you will get what you want. Okay. The next steps is choose your affiliate program, right? Once you've got these three kind of things in place, number of affiliates, right? Let's say I got 20, or your target is I need 100 affiliates by quarter 2. Right? Okay, so then you just back into it. How many people do I need to find per day? How many people do I need to reach out to per day? How many people do I have to get on a call with? How many people do I have to send proposals to? How many people say yes? Right? I have to go through that process to get the number of affiliates, and then I just reverse engineer the stats, and that's it. Like there's nothing else to it. It's just math. There's no emotions to it. It's just math. Then if I want the right people, then I just make sure I qualify the list that I want, or the affiliates I want. And then I go back and say, does this align with the amount of affiliates that they have, or how big they are, or how whatever. And then am I going to help them promote? How can I help them put more frequency to it? Well, can I write their emails? Can I write their text messages? Can I write their promotions for them? Can we do these things for them so that they don't have to, right? The difference could be 3, 4, 5x return. So is it worth doing? Absolutely. For the right affiliates, it's worth doing. In fact, it's worth doing for every affiliate. This goes without saying, right? If you hear me talk through these things, it's be good. Like do more than what's required, and you will get more than what obviously. And that goes without saying, but a lot of people want to like shortchange everybody for the sake of winning. Okay. You want to choose your affiliate program type and commission structure. Then you want to build your affiliate assets, a funnel, a commission tracker, email swipe files so they can promote. And then you want to start recruiting affiliates. So let's talk about affiliate promotions now. So affiliate promotions, or affiliate programs and types and commission structure. So there's typically 2 types of affiliate programs as we see it. Number one, on the front end, meaning like we can if you can get 100%, let's say for an example, if you're a you're a tax advisor, and you go to a partner and you say, hey, if you send me, bookkeeping clients, I will give you 100% of the revenue that client pays for the first 3 months. So then if that client pays you $500 a month for the first 3 months, then, they get $1,500. They're happy. They get 3 months. And then you take all the profits on the back end of it, right? But you have to know your numbers to be able to know which one you want to do. Um, for us particularly, I'm just kind of sharing this with my team now. We have two opportunities here. Number one, we know that we can acquire customers at every stage, and we know our numbers at every stage, meaning we know how much it costs us to get a lead currently. We know how much it costs us to get a sale. So all we have to look at is, okay, which one would be more enticing for the end user? In this case, if we sell a $1,000 program, a $15,000 program, and a $30,000 program, okay, well, all throughout the process, they're going to get a lot more 1,000 people than they are to get 15 or 30,000 people. just the just the math, right? You're not going to get more people paying you 30,000 than 1,000. It's just not going to work. And so it just comes out to the best interests of the affiliate. So you give them a choice. So for an example, what if we know that it costs us about $1,500 to get a customer? Well, can we give this person, and we charge $1,000 for it? If we give them $1,000, it's actually lower than what it's costing us to get a customer on a different platform, and they feel amazing because they're getting 100% of the revenue from it, and they're getting $1,000 per person they recommend. Why wouldn't we do it? Right? Why wouldn't we do it? We're going to spend it either with paid advertisement, or we can spend it with partners. And so that's kind of how you look through it. Or second tier is you can do it on the back end, meaning you can have them send everybody through our program, don't get paid on the front end, and then get a percentage of the back end. It's kind of like a high ticket salesperson, right? You can send them through our program and they can get a percentage of the bigger programs like the 15 or the $30,000, right? That's more enticing, but there's going to be less of them. They'll get big paydays, but they're not going to be as many, right? And so it just depends on where these people are and what they feel comfortable doing. So those are the two types of affiliate programs. So affiliate programs in number one, first one, you want to sell something, you want to get an affiliate for something for $97, maybe a training, maybe like a cleanup, maybe something like that, to $2,000, right? You give them a commission on the front end, and you set all these leads and keep all the back end profit, meaning you can give them whatever, 10%, 30%, 50%. There's a recommendation, obviously, for 10% of affiliate, like 10%, 15%, 30%. But the best people I've seen give a lot percentage up front to get affiliate partners. Here's why: because if you give a lot, then you get a lot. People try to skimp on this part right here, and they're like, well, you know what? I'm giving 10% of $97. They're going to win $10 at a time. Nobody's going to be excited. And they're not losers for not wanting to promote you. They're just not excited about $10. But will they be excited about $2,000? Absolutely. I hope so. And if they don't, then maybe we should talk to them about the back end, right? If you don't have a converting process, don't do this option. In this case, I'm talking to our team now, we do have a converting front end. So we could optimize for this. We could tell them, hey, you can get 60%, 30%. And the percentage is it could be dependent or contingent upon how big their list is. If they have a bigger opportunity, a bigger list, then yeah, we can optimize for a bigger percentage that they can get. And similarly, if they have a small list, like less than 1,000 people, well, then we give them a smaller amount. Unfortunately, that's just kind of a cookie crumbles. All right. And affiliates promote your lead magnet, which in this case could be, whatever you want to give them. And then you set them, you close your leads, and then you give them a percentage of the high ticket sales or the retainer, meaning the monthly recurring revenue. You can give them a percentage of that. And therefore, they're incentivized to make sure that they stay and pay, right? Because if they don't, then they won't get paid, right? And everybody wants to get paid. So the commission structure. So, and this is probably where everybody's going to stop and be like, oh, give me the questions, give me, right? With affiliates, the goal is to align incentives, right? We want to align. So when it comes to aligning incentives, you got to think about it through the lens of kind of like um, giving a horse a carrot, right? You put the carrot in front of the horse, and so the closer you get it, the better they can reach to it, and the more they want to go for it. And you're dangling the carrot right here. And so you think about affiliates as incentive programs, right? Like, how do I get people to want to move towards this thing, right? There's like an incentive growth pattern, and you can definitely put it. There's this thing called the Pavlov's dogs. And what this guy did, which was he basically gave dogs, he gave dogs food for a certain amount of time at a certain time, and he would ring a bell. And when this guy would ring the bell, the dog, after a while, started to realize when the bell rings, food is coming. And therefore, it was called the salivating dogs. So when he ring the bell, the dogs would start salivating because they knew it was time to eat. And so it was an incentive type program to get the dogs to start eating, right? And so in this way, the incentive will dictate the action of the person. Okay. So we have first tier and second tier commissions. So for an example, first tier affiliates to incentives to promote, there's a guy named Joe Marion. He built a supplement company with one concept. He gave away 100% commissions on the front end, gave it all to all of his affiliates. Said, guys, everybody gives you 15%, everybody gives you 30%, 50%. I'm going to give you 100% of that. And as a result, he got all the upsides because all the best people were like, forget this guy that's giving me 10%, 30%, 15%, 30%, 50%. I'm going to go for the guy that gives me the most. Of course, right? Now, obviously, he sold on the back end, but that was kind of the thing. The second tier is like you incentivize affiliates to introduce you to more affiliates. Jason Fladilin, who's coined as like the #1 webinar person, did a $60 million webinar and recruited almost all the affiliates by having a huge tier 2 commission. Like, so for an example, think about network marketing in this scenario with tier 2 affiliate programs. When I say affiliate, sorry, 2 tier affiliate marketing, I'm thinking network marketing. So for an example, I was in a network marketing company at one point. It was called Advocare. And so there was two ways to earn. Number one, I could sell the product, right? Or I can earn a commission off of the person that I go and recruit and get a percentage off of them. And so, in a real way, it wasn't a pyramid scheme, but in this case, I mean, that was for an affiliate market. I mean, sorry, network marketing. This is affiliate marketing. They're incentivized in a different way. Go High Level does this as well. So, for an example, you can get the software and you can promote it to an affiliate, right? You can promote it to someone. Go High Level software. You can promote it to someone. Now, if that same someone promotes to someone else, you get a kind of a, how do you call it? Uh, you get a spillover, right? You get someone from their money, you get it back to you. And it kind of all trickles down. And so you can become like a master affiliate. It's the same thing with financial services. So for an example, in insurance, you can sell insurance plans or you can recruit insurance agents. Which one do you make more money on? Obviously, the insurance agents, because you can only sell so much. But then if you recruit people and you get them selling, you get more money, right? That's the incentive programs. And that's what you call a second tier incentive, right? That's the 2 tiers of incentives. We just use the first tier. So just so you know. Okay, recommended front end affiliate program, 90% commission on the first tier. So I would even put 70 to 90%, depending, contingent on, right? Contingent on, contingent on their list size, email, their opportunity size. and target audience, right? So for example, less than 1,000 leads or opportunities, 30%, right? 20% commission. 1,001 to maybe 5,000. We can give them 50%, right? And then 5,001 to 10,000, we can give them 75%, right? It's just making easy math. I'm not trying to get too complicated, but I'm just doing it. I have no math to this. I'm just creating stuff just so I can get it out there, right? 100% commission. Right. And so now you have a tiered program for each person that comes in, and you now have targets, right? If you do this, if you have this, then you get that, right? And so that in the real way, you quantified and you made it easy for everyone to understand. Now, if they have this, then you get that, right? Very simple. And so we put it like that, 10% commission on second tier. I'm just gonna kind of go past that because that's not something we do. And then the backend affiliate program, 10% to 50% of the first tier and 10% to 20% of the second tier. So for an example, if we sell a $15,000 program or a $15,000 tax plan, you can incentivize your partners to say, hey, I'll give you 10% of my 15,000, which is 1,500, right? Or if hey, that $15,000 tax plan is going to yield you, 200,000, well, then give, over time, right? 200,000 over time, not initially, because you're not going to pay them over time. These affiliates, you're going to pay them on that dollar that they're actually bringing to the table. Anything you sell on the back end, that's your money, right? But this 10% on 15,000 is 1,500. But if you really want good affiliates, you want good people promoting you, then you give them more. Hey, if you promote me, I'll give you 50%. 50% of 15,000 is a big number, right? $7,500. And they can be full-time salespeople for you then, right? Their whole company can be built off of giving you people. And that's how people's companies are getting built like that. They can get built like that, right? And so deciding what your affiliate program you're going to do, and then decide your commission structure before going on. So I'm going to stop this part one. I thought this was going to be a lot shorter, but I'm going to stop part one of affiliates here now. And then on the next video, we'll cover building your affiliate funnel and then kind of going through the entire rest of the process, because it's a little bit more, man, it's heavy to cover all this, but it's really important that you understand these things. So anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.